My name is Joseph Secody. I'm full-blood Navajo. I'm from Page, Arizona. I'll go ahead and introduce myself in the Navajo language. Yate she Joseph Secody in the she Tabahan Ishlan do Torachini Bashishin do Sislan the Che do Kiltachini the Chanela. What I just said was Yate, that means hello in Navajo, and then I went on by saying my name and my clans. And in the Navajo tradition, we always have 4 clans. My first clan is my mom's, second is my dad's, or my third is my mom's mom, my fourth is our dad's dad. And with these clans, it's like our family tree, so we know who we're related to. We like to share with you guys this dance for being November, being the whole month of November is Native American Heritage Month. And so we like to give awareness about our culture, to let people know that we are still here, and try to change people's point of view of how we see Native Americans in movies and in books.
And I'll also be joining Joseph for you guys to help showcase some Native American culture. My name is Patrick Willie, Yat Esh, Patrick Willie in Eshe, Ashin Nishle, Torachini Pashishin, Tachini Dashache, Zenabethli Deshanella. Hello everyone. Hello Moab. Yeah, the past few years we've been able to come to you guys' school, and it's been a lot of fun being able to showcase some Native American culture for you all, but at least we're happy to share this video for you guys and be able to dance at the park out in the open, you know, where it's nice and safe. But yeah, as Joseph mentioned, we'll be showcasing some Native American culture.
So what I'm wearing here is not called a costume. A costume is something you wear when you're pretending to be something else you're not. And I'm not trying to pretend I'm anything else because I am Native American. So we call this a regalia or outfit. And a lot of people sometimes still think that Native Americans, we live in teepees, we live out in the middle of nowhere, completely isolated from the world, but that's not true. We like to give that message that we still move with the modern world, and at the same time we still believe and practice our traditional ways as well.
Whenever we dance somewhere, we usually get asked like, oh, like that's some beautiful costume you're wearing, or what do those designs mean? You'll notice on both of mine and Joseph's outfits, right, we have different designs. Now, depending on the dancer, the designs can be different, and the designs can all have symbolism or a different meaning, and it all depends upon the dancer. So depending on which dancer you ask, it could be either like a family symbol, or it could represent something that they've gone through, or a past experience or past trial. And so that's one of the really neat things about the Native American culture, is that everything has a meaning, especially with all of our dances, all of our songs, everything that we wear, yeah, and so forth.
All right, Moab, so normally around this time we would be teaching Native American hoop dance for the 4th graders at the school in Moab. But due to COVID, we decided to put together this video as a virtual performance, and also give out a shout out to Cassie Pop for putting this program together, even having to deal with this hardship that we're going through. So I'm going to share with you guys this instrument here. This here is a Native American flute, and the flute here came from the Northern Plains tribes, and they use the flute in a way of prayer and meditation. So just while I'm playing this song, just kind of visualize of what you guys are thankful in this life. But this here is the Native American flute. so the Native American hoop dance. This dance came from the Taos Pueblo tribe from New Mexico. What they did is they would collect the vines from the willow branches and shape them into hoops. And with these hoops, they would storytell them. And so in this dance, you guys will see a lot of different animals, creatures, insects, and plants. And a lot of these things all have to die in order for us to live. So this dance is also in a way of being thankful of all those living things that had to sacrifice themselves for us to live. But these dances are also sometimes competed in what we call a powwow. And a powwow is a gathering of Native Americans that come together to socialize and compete in dance. And each of these dances are all from different tribes. And there's about 573 tribes federally recognized within the US. So the hoop here represents the circle of life. There's no beginning and there's no ending. And so we're always taught to live our life in a full circle. And what that means is when we're first brought into this life, we're babies, we're infants. People take care of us, they put us to sleep, feed us, change our diapers, and then we're young adults and adults, seniors, and then we're back to where people are taking care of us again, putting us to sleep, feeding us, and changing our diapers, right? And so that's how we know that we lived a long, full life in a circle. My elders always taught me to live my life in a full circle, so that's what that means is you always want to take care of yourself and live a long, full life. Throughout these dances, in some way or form, the hoop will come back towards us. And that represents in a way of whatever we do in this life, whether it's good or bad, will come back towards us. You may know that as karma.
And as we go throughout our life, they say that there is one hoop that can represent each and every one of us. It doesn't matter who we are, where we come from, or the color of our skin. We are all created equal in this sacred circle, which also represents our world. Now, it is said as we go throughout our life, we make good connections with one another. So when we look back on our life as we get much older, we may notice that that's what the rest of these hoops here could represent. One hoop could represent our teachers, one could represent our parents, another one could represent our cousins, our friends, our family, right? And we notice that as we look at all these different connections, the hoops begin to touch at various different points, weaving like a web. And it is said that when we look back on our life, on all of the positive influences as to who we've become and who we've grown into, it is said that a very beautiful thing happens. We create the world that we live in, right? And so it's definitely something to keep in mind, that it's through these connections that we have, and it's through these experiences as we are growing up that make up who we are in us continuing our journey through life.
All right, guys. So the song that we just danced to you guys, it may sound a lot of like, hey ya ya ya, hey ya ya, right? That's all in the old Western movies. But like I said, we're trying to change you guys' point of view of how we see Native Americans in movies and in books. And so those heyas and weyas, those are actually what we call vocables. So vocables are something like, oh, MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, or 'tis the season to be jolly, fa la la la. So E-I-Os and fa la's are vocables. There's no words in there, but it's to keep in rhythm with the song and a beat. So when we hear these vocables of these songs, we know which song goes to which dance. So the drum beat that you guys hear represents our grandfather's heartbeat. That's because when we're kids, we're always taught to listen to our grandfather and to do what he always tells us to do. So same thing with a dancer. The dancer has to listen to that drum beat and has to do what that drum beat is telling them to do, which is keep in rhythm. Every drum beat that the drum makes sounds like that heartbeat. And so the drum also lets you guys know of what the dancer's heart rate feels like. It could be a slow pace, medium pace, or a fast pace. All right, guys, so this concludes our presentation for you guys this evening, our virtual performance. And again, it's always a good feeling to do these dances again with this hardship that we're going through, because this dance is also known as a healing dance. And we hope to be able to inspire you guys and give you guys a little bit more inspiration and a little bit of healing as well.
Hopefully you enjoyed not only the hoop dance, but also enjoyed some of our stories and some of the lessons that we were able to share. But yeah, me and Joseph were happy to make this video for you guys, to share some culture with you all. But with that, we hope you guys have a good day, and hopefully we'll see you guys again sometime soon. But yeah, see you guys later. See you guys. But with that, me and Joe.
Yeah. Oh.